stands in the name of the lady, blindfolded for justice and right. A question that she'll need to answer is if dignity a human right. If rankings can exploit position, can exploit it, stand up and rise. And if understanding of your own virtue can bring freedom walking side by side. Oh rise, oh rise, oh rise, oh rise, oh rise. For Sarvodaya, oh rise, oh rise. For democracy and dignity, oh rise, oh rise. For justice and freedom, oh rise, oh rise. And for being fair, oh rise. Be not be troubled, let that slowly pass. Be not be the truth, that'll make you high. There are certain thoughts I like to share with you, thoughts that go by in our mind every day. Too many myths that surround our lives and fragments that don't relate. Can I ask you one question once again? How do you speak of freedom when yourself is all in chains? How do you see the rainbow without the rain? Far from the city I live in, almost in the back of beyond, I hear voices of struggle, pleading for a life they can call their own. And the farmers, miners and the artisans, the soul of this unified and diverse land, impacted, affected by progress, whatever that might mean to us all. And the sons of the soil are forsaken, and the sons of the soil feel forlorn, and the politics of one world is claiming their lives and their soul.
And for the top story of today, the Barbary report is finally out. It took 17 years, rupees 8 crores, 48 extensions, 399 hearings and 100 witnesses. A confidential report submitted to the Prime Minister on Tuesday, June 30th, is understood to have blamed several senior leaders of the BJP for the demolition of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya 17 years ago. The 4-volume report given by Justice retired M.S. Lieberhan also held then Congress Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao responsible for not doing enough to stop the demolition. opposition leader L.K. Advani was blamed for creating an environment that led to the demolition of the mosque through his Rath Yatra in 1990. Over 2,000 people died in the communal riots that followed.
They marched to Ayodhya and burned the place, while the gentle believers bowed their heads in disgrace. The ungodly chants that swept through the air, like death to the ear for the souls out there. Violence was visual in those ghastly eyes. In the land of Lord Ram, peace had its price. The white of the commons and saffrons of the saints merged in selfishness and politics of gains. Suddenly from the blue, Mr. Goodman, who lives next door, has his life from the ceiling to the floor. 4 walls that surround his life is just a shelter from the world outside. He wakes up in the middle of the night, lights up a cigarette and locks all doors behind. Like I said, everybody's doing the time. And the musician entertaining the crowd takes them to a frenzy in the quickness of sound. He's got to survive, this is his only chance, hoping to make his audience dance. His bizarre clothes now sweating with time, his promoters are all in 6s and 9s. Like I said, everybody's doing their time.
কয়ে মানুষকে কি সাধু করা যায়, বলে কয়ে মানুষকে কি সাধু করা যায়, বলে কয়ে মানুষকে কি সাধু করা যায়।
Oh, I sing to the praise of the trees and the forest, the life force of us, all humankind. Oh, brothers, sisters, stop your violence and let nature grow for your soul and mind. Give back the life that each tree lives with. It is the life that this universe creates. Without the support of this creation, this earth will soon turn into a grave. Oh, I sing to the praise of the trees and the forest, the life force of us, all humankind. Oh, brothers, sisters, stop your violence and let nature grow for your soul and mind.
ভোলার মন রে আমার, ওরে প্রেম এমনি রত্নধন, কিছু নেই কয়ের মতন। আর ইন্দ্রপদকে তুচ্ছ করে প্রেমিক মানুষ হয় রে যে জন, সে সদাই থাকে হাস্য মুখে, সে সদাই থাকে হাসি মুখে। ওরে তার হৃদয় জুড়ে সুধাকর, ওরে তার হৃদয় জুড়ে সুধাকর। লোকের স্বভাব স্বতন্ত্র।
It's time for a change. It's been such a long, long time for a change. It's a time to turn our world right side up. It's a time to ask of ourselves and change the what went wrong. It's a time for a change, a long, long time for a change. How long? Dear sir, forgive me if I'm speaking aloud, but I'm kind of fed up the way the women are being treated around. Would you treat your mother, your sister or your daughter the way you treat? Too many people, too many minds, too many wise men creating confusions in our lives. Too many soldiers, too many wars, too many peace plans, each one's fighting for their own cause. One too many in our lives, one too many to sacrifice, One too many to realize the dreams are to fulfill. You're always richer than someone, poorer than somebody else. Changing time needs another change. Well, we've only just begun. There is a reason to living. Waiting to catch the Capital Express, going to the city I adore, a city that's been a part of my life, though I left it. I can see the changes coming in the future to come, as the young take over from the old, restlessly confused and selfishly amused. I heard an old-fashioned story that I changed to a song about a man and a woman who were carrying on for a long time, with some rhyme and reason. With some reason and rhyme. Is that right? Yes, I think it's right. Well, the story goes, as I've been told, that the man and the woman fell out on the cold and were lonely, without no rhyme or reason, without no reason or rhyme. This is a song dedicated to my father. In fact, to our parents in the 1950s. Parents who got very busy building up the nation and looking after the children growing up. I thank you for that. This song is also a tribute to the senior citizens of the world. I thank you all. The Royal Tiger took his gun and hid behind the bush, waiting to kill the unsuspecting wild. Cheating for his pride, his royalty aside, his celebrity status was his alibi. A black buck walked straight up to him, his freedom was not his sin. The tiger aimed his gun in great pride, smiled at his royal manliness. The black buck fell to his carelessness. The tiger quickly stole him out of sight. Bang went the gun in a high-end club. I heard it was a celebrity night. Alcohol and all that stuff was flowing without license into the late night. Few young men with their daddy's name walked in the wee hours hiding their shame. Asked for a drink in a close-up time. No, said the bar maiden, you were out of time. Bang, the gun went. Bang, the celebrities went. Bang. I'm a walking, talking contradiction, living in an age of fiction. Nucleonic, subbionic, ultrasonic circumspection. Statutory territory in a state of hunky-dory, notwithstanding allegory, disapproving all directions. Synthesizing, categorizing, analytic explorizing, advocating, prophesizing each reaction with myopic action. I am a walking, talking contradiction, living in an age of fiction. Nucleonic, subbionic, ultrasonic circumspection. While I sit and write a song, the telephone brings this line. A voice greets on the other side, asking if I could give him some time. I don't know his name at all, but that I really don't mind. He's a friend of a friend of a friend of mine. He's a friend of a friend of a friend of mine. We meet over some coffee and talk of things we've done. He says he has been traveling, learning what he has not learned. Meeting different people, living different lives. Now it saddens him to wonder what makes every people divide. Well, I, with my simple knowledge, replied, perhaps I know why. And it's all to do with territories and the races of different kinds. Then of course there are the rich and poor who don't see eye to eye. This is what I told this friend, a friend of a friend of mine. Silent are the reasons, and silent are the pain. Silent are the sorrows, but who is to be blamed? Silent are the fears, as the fingers work in fright. Swallowing their hunger, will they sleep tonight? And the sun does not shine anymore, and the wind does not whisper their name, and the breeze does not touch the innocence of their smile. What good is their childhood without the childish games? I was talking to few people at a cocktail party, and over Scotch whiskey our conversations ran free, loose talk. He was telling me about the bad times we're in, and I asked him, what did he mean? He said, I'll look at this, I'll look at that. Why are we so passive and so relaxed. I said I was relaxed and gladly so. I boycott things I don't want to know. Boycott's a word not new to us. We won our independence with that. Isn't that enough? It is late afternoon and the day is soon going to end. I'm driving back home and listening to the radio FM. The girl on the station is sounding so terribly contrived. I wish I could tell her, baby, please don't be disguised. The boy at the signal is wearing a Just Do It t-shirt. I guess he's doing it without thinking what it is really worth. I wonder why can't we talk and do things like here at home? Or are we ashamed to be and belong to what is our own? There's a fire burning in the forest. There's a fire burning in our hearts. There's a fire burning in every mind, a fire from the cold and the dark. There's a fire burning in the temple, asking for salvation of self. There's a fire burning within and without for the hungry and possessed. It's a fire all around us, a fire for every heart. A lover, hater, and the nature's son, the hungry and the dark. Hey Bob Dylan, this song is for you. The thought is quite old, but the words are new. I wrote and rewrote this song many a times, but I could not exactly put what I had in mind. However, now that I'm singing this song, oh, let me say thank you for knowing you for so long. I've known of the Dust Bowl tracks you walked, like Woody and Pete and others you talked about. Hey Bob Dylan, I've known your songs well. I've sung them too, for I had something to tell. I blew on my harp and plucked my guitar, without feeling the thought that I was too far. River of life just keeps flowing from the mountains through the great lengths of this land, and all around it life has passed by, living as it were in paradise. It spread the wisdom and the glory and the truth that souls must unite. It speaks of Brahma, it speaks of Vishnu, it speaks of the Lord Maheshwara. When I talk a public issue, am I talking of equity share? Am I talking of fiscal value or simply life's affairs? The world is talking economic, geographically a global concern. Academic evidence says it all, that we all began life as one. Ooh, me, we've got to realize whatever we might do in life must be good for humankind. Ooh, me, we've got to realize whatever we might do in life must be good for humankind. There's a pain in their smile and a tear in their eye as they stand by the window, seeing the world going by, and they look for a face that they knew by a name, and she smiles at the man by her side. As she reaches to touch him once again, and he moves with a smile in disguise, and she follows his footsteps to the doorway, and he leaves slamming the door behind. They feel lost for a lifetime, a loneliness they've to bear. They are broken-hearted lovers, making love was unfair. And that moment in time when that bliss was denied, and they cried with the pain inside. I believe she was told of the danger of making love to an unknown man, but she said she needed someone to love her, 'cause she missed out on love since a child. I heard the news late last night, it was the special on TV. My wife and daughter sleeping beside, and my son was on my knee. The crisis in the Gulf had peaked, Scuds and Patriots were at war. My son, he woke up crying, please, I don't want to hear no more. I stroked his hair to calm him down while the missiles went aground. Papa, he asked me quietly, tomorrow will I be around? Of course I said, with a thought in mind and hoping for the best, comforting my little boy of 4 and setting his mind to rest.
নিরাকার নাই রে ভজন ও ভাই হিন্দু খ্রিস্টান মুসলমান ও ভাই হিন্দু খ্রিস্টান মুসলমান কোন সাধনে মিলবে রে তোর তোর খোদা ভগবান কোন সাধনে মিলবে রে তোর তোর খোদা ভগবান মন্দির মসজিদ না খোঁজিয়া ও মন্দির মসজিদ না খোঁজিয়া আগে খোঁজো দিল কোরআন মন্দির মসজিদ না খোঁজিয়া আগে খোঁজো দিল কোরআন কোন সাধনে মিলবে রে তোর তোর খোদা ভগবান
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments but narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. Too much of sunshine and too much of the good times, too much of loving care I've shared, too much of living life, fun and laughter and happy time. I feel that it'll always be there. I thank you for your goodwill and all the kindness that you've shown. Thank you for being there when I felt alone. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your love. Thank you for making my world feel like a home. Oh yeah. I'm so glad this dream is over. It's left me dazed, amused and petrified. Well, I dreamt I saw the woolly mammoth was riding the Ashwamedh in the sky, and all the fishes in their swimming costumes were bathing in the sunshine tonight, and the mermaid with her fluttering eyelashes was flirting with the polar bear aside. For the times in the past and the times in the present, for the times in the future, there is today. The seeker and the preacher will travel together, walk the earth through the passage that life creates. And as the horizon holds the vision for tomorrow, the big light will flash for us each day. Dr. Binaksan, they've called you the man of the people, protecting human rights, resisting human wrong. They say you waged a war against anti-people politics. For that I'd like to thank you through this song. Who is a terrorist in the eyes of the people? Who is a terrorist in the court of law? Who is a terrorist in the politics of power? And what is justice, I really like to know. When Ranu was a boy of 10, he didn't know it then that the promise of a little sister will forever change his life. That promise was never kept. No one told him she's dead. Only his mother sat secretly and cried. Welcome to our cafe lifestyle. Here we serve you food for thought, cuisines that we once took pride in, something that we have now lost. Take a chair, it's not on coasters, does not move against the will. The tables are not laid for gamble, and the cover has no frill. All we ask is a little patience while a friendly waiter stands, taking orders from our menu of life's priorities, you'll understand. Welcome to our cafe lifestyle. Here we serve you food for thought, cuisines that we once took pride in, something that we have now lost. We took the chicken tikka masala to the west. Did Marco Polo toss the pizza in jest? Did Vasco da Gama bring the Vindaloo through? Did Huen Sang bring the noodles too? Did Baba bring the Mughlai here? Or did it cross over from the northwest frontier? Stirred up in a melting pot and we all just got mixed up. Stirred up in a melting pot and we all just got mixed up.